The English Premier League title race remains wide open, but is Mohamed Salah the weak link for Liverpool? The latest transfer talk with United linked with a wantaway Barcelona star, and chaos with perhaps a little poetic justice after a player is attacked by a fan on the pitch. That and more, plus our Friday Feels review. I'm Paddy, filling in for Matt, who's away on holidays this week. Let's get started with your first Onefootball Daily of the week. So, we all saw Arsenal's slightly controversial defeat of Manchester United yesterday, which leaves the Gunners in 4th position. United slipped to 5th and now have their first league defeat under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And the title race is of course just as neck and neck, with Liverpool and Manchester City both tasting victory over the weekend. But even after a 4-2 win over Burnley, the big question for Liverpool seems to be, is Mo Salah's form really up to scratch? Certainly, Salah is having trouble living up to the standards he set last season, one in which he scored 44 goals and contributed 16 assists for the Reds in all competitions. That was always going to be hard, let's be honest. He is, of course, only human. But with 20 goals this season and 8 assists, is criticism of Salah just a little bit unfair? Jurgen Klopp certainly thinks so, even despite the fact that Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino were the ones that got the goals in the game against Burnley. It was Salah who was Klopp's choice for man of the match, and he said he had no reason to doubt the confidence in his main man. Whatever your thoughts, Salah will have to be at his best as Liverpool take on Bayern Munich in the Champions League this week. Still, a good performance against the German champions will be a nice way to shut those doubters up. Now to Barcelona, where things just about for everyone seem pretty damn rosy. Of course, they've beaten Real Madrid twice in the last 2 weeks, are in complete control of La Liga and are heavily favoured to go through in the Champions League against Lyon. But it seems one man in Barcelona isn't so happy. Any guesses? Of course, it's Philippe Coutinho. The Brazilian has not gone close to justifying the massive amount of money that Barcelona paid to sign him from Liverpool in January 2018. And now it seems, according to the Sunday Mirror, that Manchester United could be ready to offer him a way out of Barcelona. Coutinho was booed and jeered even as Barcelona beat Rayo Vallecano 3-1 on the weekend. Now it appears he believes his football is much better suited to the Premier League than it is La Liga, and he's already spoken to players at United to see what life's like at Old Trafford. A move to Old Trafford would be a great way to further enrage Liverpool fans already pissed off about the way Coutinho left Anfield back in 2018. But Manchester United might not be the only club in for the Brazilian, with PSG also rumoured. He has 18 goals in 60 appearances for Barcelona. Still, they would be very unlikely to get anything like the £142 million they paid to get him in the first place. But a club wanting to sign the Brazilian will still have to fork out potentially around $100 million. Keeping with transfers, and Lyon are positioned well to be one of the most popular clubs come this summer transfer window. But they've revealed they're only willing to let one of their big stars go when that window opens. You guys might remember how close it seemed that Liverpool were to signing Lyon captain Nabil Fekir back in the summer. That one fell through, and Lyon are desperate to hang on to their man once again, saying they're going to put a big effort in to keeping their captain at the club. But he's not the only man that clubs will be in for. Lyon also have talented trio Ferland Mendy, Tanguy Ndombele and Houssem Aouar, interesting big European clubs. Meanwhile, Memphis Depay, yep, remember him, has restored his reputation after bombing at Man United and could be one to move to. Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas has said that he still doesn't know which player will be the one he allows to leave the club. But for anyone interested in Lyon players this summer, you better get a move on. Finally, to the English Championship and some shocking scenes where Aston Villa captain Jack Grealish was attacked and struck from behind by a fan of rivals Birmingham City. The attack could have been far worse if it had been precise, but thankfully the fan's aim was a little off and Grealish escaped serious injury. And in the greatest fuck you that football could have given to this fan, Grealish of course went to score on the decisive winner, giving him the best way to finish a troubling day. Now, I don't know if that's fate or karma, but either way, it's a nice way to end a pretty bad story. Now to our Friday Feels review, and it pains me to say that Matt wasn't too bad with his predictions on Friday. He had Dortmund to win, and that worked. He had Balotelli to score again, and that worked again. What he did get wrong was Arsenal losing to Manchester United. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well done, Matt. From you guys, we had some very nice little predictions. Joe Fernandez said that Arsenal would beat United as long as every Arsenal fan said 3 Hail Marys before the game. Now, we're not sure if that happened, but either way, Joe got his wish. Keeping with the Premier League, and Pranav Ravichandran predicted that either Salah or Mane would be the one amongst the goals for Liverpool. He got half that right, of course, Sané finding the back of the net. Yes, he hedged his bets, but Pranav, you've done well this time. And finally, Vlad Wojciech kept things pretty simple when he predicted that Christophe Piątek would find the back of the net for Milan in their game against Chievo. Now, of course, Piątek does that more often than not these days, so it was a fairly safe one, but he did find the net in the win against Chievo, and no one can take that away from Vlad. But that's it for another Monday of the Onefootball Daily News. I'll be back with Matt still absent tomorrow. Let us know what you think of any of the news today and anything we might have missed. We'll see you guys tomorrow.